going to read you a short bit from my second novel called 10-Story Love Song. This bit I'm going to read you is about dancing your way out of menopause. Johnny shuffles his trainers on the flowery carpet, leaving behind vaguely muddy footprints. Then he asks his mum, "So you been alright then?" Jean turns her head 180 degrees, like an owl spotting a delicious mouse. But instead of devouring her own son, she replies, "Oh yeah, I've been great. Back to my old self. These pills are a breath of fresh air. I've never felt better. It's like I'm all in love with life again." Jean's voice rings in his ears and tingles his fingers and toes, like someone playing a wonderful miniature piano on his mother's tongue. How amazing it is to hear that your mother's back to normal, after months and months of wobbling on the railings of Suicide Mountain. Johnny remembers the onset of her menopause well. Jean spending every evening in floods of tears, scolding Johnny for not having a job, Robbie for getting under her feet, and banging his new girlfriend a little bit too loudly in the bedroom next door. And even Barry got the brunt of it, despite being the blessed first son, making it to business college in Stockton, but happening to phone her for a £500 loan at a very, very wrong time. Jean used to smash plates in disgust at having to wash up after useless pricks. Tony the dad got slapped once for calling her a bossy boots, and she threw his favourite ELO record out the back door. Time after time, she'd come home from a job at Sainsbury's with bags of fish and tartar sauce and potatoes and frozen peas, only to chuck them all in the flip-top bin in a huff and run upstairs crying hysterically after someone says hello to her the wrong way, or if someone looks at her a certain way. It seems so unbelievable and far-fetched to think that a couple of teeny-weeny tablets could suck out all of Jean's negativeness. But here she is, slapping her son's thigh in joy and smiling like a loony escapee from the Heartbreak Hotel. "So, what have you been up to, John boy?" Jean asks, as she totters back to Dance Dance Revolution, that game that you see in arcades where gay boys and prepubescent girls bop around on the metal pads, with the arrows going in sync with the cartoon block on TV. Jean loads up a new game, then stands poised on the metal pads with a bum all exposed in tight trousers. She looks idiotic, but the fact that she's been so depressed and now she's standing there all carefree and exuberant makes Johnny hold her in his heart as an absolute heroine. He looks up to her with wet, wobbly eyes as she bursts into dance. This time it's a Macarena-ish salsa with lots of daft lunges and sort of star jumps and general bottom shaking. Johnny doesn't know what to say. Yes, he's been feeling a bit depressed as well, but it's nothing compared to the sad, murky swamp that his mother's had to swim out of. It's only that he's getting a hard time off his girlfriend that he's so tetchy. He spends a moment staring at his knees, feeling like a right wally. Don't know, I haven't been up to much really. Yeah, he eventually replies, scratching himself. After a few more spectacular dances on this telescreen, Jean racking up top score after top score, what with her son's encouragement, Johnny decides to say his goodbyes, and instead of the usual awkward creeping out of the door with Jean bawling blue murder, they have a huge sweaty cuddle and a big kiss. Standing halfway in and out of the house, Johnny wipes his eyes, and Jean takes his shaky hand and says, "Oh, thanks so much for coming, love. Are you sure you're feeling alright though? You swear down, have a couple of these Prozac things. They'll sort you right out. I can get you some more from Angie next door if you want." And she presses 2 white circles into Johnny's palm, and it's only when he gets out in the garden and he sees the crisp Mitsubishi logo stamped into the sides, he realises Jean's been taking ecstasy all this time, not Prozac.